You have a reputation for being a great interviewer. So, what are some of your interviewing keys?
Research. I think you go in with a plan. You try to decide, what am I going to say? What am I going to ask that's different than every other question that he's been asked? These athletes by now, by the time they get to us, it's hardly the first time they've ever had a person ask them a question or had a microphone shoved in their face. So, I think you try to take different angles. You try to be engaging. You try to not ask yes or no questions, and you listen and you ask follow-up questions. I think sometimes interview subjects feel like somebody's just coming to the table with a list and they've got 10 questions and I'm going to ask them in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think sometimes what you have to do is you ask questions 1 and 2, and if it steers you in a different direction, then you follow that. You follow that road, and you got to listen to them. You got to really listen to what they say. And if they mention something that you say to yourself, wow, that could be a completely different direction to take this interview in than what I had thought, then you take it. So I think it starts with preparation. I think it's being creative, being a little bit outside the box. And the most important part of it is just listening to what they have to say.
Okay, so do you work from a list of questions then?
I do. I do. I usually prepare. For instance, this as we're talking now. Earlier today, I had Aaron Rodgers on from the Packers. And there were certain things that I wanted to remind myself to mention. Aaron Rodgers' teammate Donald Driver's on Dancing with the Stars. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. I know that's a big shock, but I wanted to make sure that I put that down there so I didn't forget it. And during the interview, I'll refer to the list, but it's not a script. The interview shouldn't be scripted whatsoever, but I will occasionally jot down certain things just to remind myself to bring them up. And sometimes, these inspirational moments come in the middle of the night. So it's a good thing I have an iPhone so I can email myself questions that I think of sometimes when I'm not sitting there with pen and pad handy.